Okay, so we have game 5 here. We have a few, we have Horn Plenty, right? And I looked at the board and I didn't think it was possible to do something with Horn Plenty. We could get Heralds, Schemes, Candlestick Makers, that's 3, Archive is 4. You have your Coppers because there's no trashing, 5. Horn itself is 6, 7 and 8 uniques. Kind of difficult to come up with them. Maybe a Relic, yeah, Relic, and Fortune Teller. That's possible. You could get those 8 there, but without the trashing on the board, I didn't think it was worth it at all. In fact, I don't think Herald at all is worth it just because, well, no trashing. If you let your opponent get 10 Heralds, well, they'll work sometimes, and other times they won't work as well. So I really had no problems giving up 10 Heralds here. Instead, I'm going to look to play some kind of money strategy with Archive instead. So opening Fortune Teller and Silver, mild attack here, the Fortune Teller against my opponent's Archive and Candlestick Maker. Real nice that he gets to open with an Archive. Now on 5, I do think about Relic over Archive, and I'm going to go for a Relic here. It isn't so hot, sorry, an Archive, but this 5 is going to be a Relic. I was saying that the Relic isn't so hot here because the Archive gets around it. I think Archive's wording is set aside 3 cards and put 1 in your hand, so you do still get one of those cards from the Archive, bypassing the Relic attack. It'll only affect you on your next turn when you draw 4 cards only, but then you have a card coming in from Archive, so you still have a 5 card hand anyway. So perhaps even you could not play the Relic, but I see my opponent going for Heralds, so I feel like the Relic is worth it. And on 6, like I said, we're playing money here. Played money last game, we're playing money this game. Forget the engine. What is engine? Nobody knows that word. Engine is for cars only. Money is for this game. We buy Relic, that's a treasure card. We buy Horde, that's a treasure card. Whenever we see Horde, we buy green and pick up golds. Whenever we have 5, we buy archives to find our relics and hordes as quickly as possible. Another nice property with the archive, and is a property that it shares with Courtyard, is that you can set aside your money in such a way that you only use $8 this turn and save the rest for next turn, and you could use it according to what you draw. Very, very nice property of archive in money games here. And in fact, after looking back at this game, I realized that I could have made use of a plus buy here, whether it be Candlestick Maker or Herbalist, because right now I'm just drawing 8 here, but later on into the game I was drawing some large amounts of money from the gold that I gained from the horde. So there was one point where I picked up a silver early on. I did draw a double 5 on turns 3 and 4, but I did have 3 coin maybe on turn 6 or 7 or so. And I considered Scheme to maybe stack Archives back, but instead a Candlestick Maker would have gone a long way, I feel. There I take the green card because, look man, I'm playing an Archive, I'll probably get to 5, and I could save the money in that Archive for a later turn where I might be able to pick up a province. So 5 is Archive. Anyways, back to the Candlestick Maker. Another benefit of picking up the Candlestick Maker is that I could just stockpile coin tokens if need be. Probably I would be doing that and just have them for the end game sitting there, exerting a bit of pressure on my opponent. Or I could use them to buy archives. Whatever I like, right? What I'm trying to do with the archives as well is that the Relic and the Fortune Teller, I'm trying to pull those off the archives as quickly as possible so that they don't miss shuffles. I would like to see those cards as often as possible because they are the attacks. My Fortune Teller has flipped his quite a few good things off his deck so far. I don't know how much it hurt him, but I mean, just the thought, right? Just the sight of seeing 3 Heralds off the top of your deck. Psychological warfare out here. Psychological warfare. Anyways, I'm slowly chipping up my points lead here. I think I have all 3 provinces bought. I have a couple duchies as well. My opponent has a horde. Now he's going back towards the money strategy here. I take the green card again because look, I have another archive. Feel like, look, I can find 2 coins in the subsequent archive, and so said, so done. So here I pulled the Relic off. I could have pulled the Cop out to have exactly 8, but wanted to get the attack in and the Relic back into the deck, just to slow down my opponent a little tiny bit. So here's Herald's work, but I have a significant points lead and I am quickly approaching the 50% mark. There's no extra points on this board for him to catch up on. So once I get to 50%, that's it. That's effective, game over. Which is, I think, what, 10 points? I think 43 will be 50% of the VP here. So game 5 ends in my favor here. The Horde and the Archives really came through nicely. Archive has this brilliant property. You could keep the green cards out of your shuffle. It could allocate money properly, proper management of money, and it even gets around the Relic attack some. So Archive really shined in this game here to come through with the win. My opponent turned back for the Horde far too late, far too late. I was a little bit worried with all his Candlestick Makers and Heralds, but it was too late. It was too late. The Archive and the Relic was quick enough. So thank you for watching.